this will affect us probably in prices. And in fact, I already have one of my suppliers in the States actually talking about a 12% increase, and this is for an online SaaS-based service. So this will affect us in terms of prices, because what happens with any tariff, with any sort of taxation, with any duty that is imposed on any business is in the means of is in the business of making profit. And if it's not profitable, then there's not business. So businesses will pass on every additional expense to the consumer, the end user. So what we need to do is to be more exporters, more generating income, more businesses ourselves rather than just merely consumers. What do we have to sell? How can we take the money we have, and instead of seeing our money as just things that we use to buy things, how can we use our money to make more money? We need to think expansive and multiply what we have.
Yeah. Well, generally speaking, therefore, and I guess Ms. Heron, you mentioned some of your views already, but what are your views generally in regards to the pros and cons of these U.S. imposed tariffs, especially in regards to the economies within the Caribbean region? Beginning with you, John Mahfood.
Okay, so the tariff that the U.S. have imposed is different for different countries, So you hear that for goods coming from China to the U.S., it's going to be, they have to pay 104%.
Can you imagine?
And
wow.
From other countries in the Far East, it varies between 25 and 35%. So if you are importing in the U.S., if you're buying a car from Japan, I think that might be 25% duty that you have to pay. We in Jamaica are used to paying very, very high duties on cars. Right. Cars, the duties are 80% going up to 200% depending on the size of the car.